It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see the workhorse, Jonathan Taylor. He's been guided by his field vision all season and has seen his way to 5th in the league in rushing. It's the Vikings and the Colts under the lights on Thursday night.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they...
Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football, as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 6-year cornerback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week, way too many interceptions, didn't throw a touchdown pass, team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Jones. And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. Vikings. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Throwing, Jones. Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
But it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Yeah, you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Murray. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 3rd down, Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Nice move at the 40. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 39. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. On play action, it's Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the... He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 11. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10 as they've got it as we resume action. Jones on first down. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
All the option left, it's Jones. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The handoff to Ford up the middle, and he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Jones now. Off play action. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. T.J. Hockenson from 10 yards out. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Colts pick it up. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line. So how about this? And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
This 2nd and 4. Murray now to throw. And that is incomplete here.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
To throw is Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. On the option to give to Taylor here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. 2nd and 10. Murray now. Pass incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jones out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the option left, it's Jones. Jones hit in the ball zone. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was having success there holding on to it on the option. interception, but ultimately problems downfield, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and this is a tough one because you know you'd prefer to have your quarterback either heading to the sidelines or getting down at the end of the play. But you've got an aggressive one. He's fighting for extra yardage, and he gets stripped there. You don't need him to be a hero in that situation. You want your quarterback taking care of himself.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Murray. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Murray going to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd and goal. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action, set to begin the third quarter. And And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bears, and they lead things here as well as they start this drive with a 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. 1st down, Murray. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. Quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. A 10-play drive that time. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the 2nd half. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Now Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Santos on for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end.
And now the rookie's free. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Colts getting ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The left side caught by Diggs. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
It's 2nd and inches.
Again, it's Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Jones throwing on first down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big here to begin quarter number 4.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he will have a Vikings first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 7. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
On first down, Jones. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw. Jones. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the... There he goes, right side. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts set to take over here offensively. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. Jones now throwing to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Ford. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Jones throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Back to throw again. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Jones, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though.
The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Third and 4. Throwing now is Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Indy set to go on offense once more. And this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here this fourth quarter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the Colts 8-yard line.
On the handoff, Taylor. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones voids the target, and he has it over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Tyree Wilson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Here's a 2nd and 8.
8-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Vikings, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.